Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me on Phenomenal Beauty, and I'm going to be doing my empties. So these are pretty much products that I've gone through in the last few months. So after we moved, after the baby and after the big makeup purge that I mentioned before. Anyway, I can't believe I actually went through some bronzers finally. So this is a Physicians Formula Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Powder. Doing is just using it to sort of give myself a little bit of a tan plus some radiance to my skin. So I sort of use it as a body bronzer. And then on the other end was the Mary Kay, and this is in Chiffon Natural. I actually got the Mary Kay in a cool makeup swap that I did a while ago. Now this one was a little bit deeper, darker, and I say it didn't really have a shimmer through it. So it's one that I started to use once I tanned up a little bit. And then the next one, I ran on and on about the Hourglass Ambient lighting powders, and this was my favorite one, the Mood Light. I'll put a link down below to that video as well, going on about them. But I love them not just as face powder, but highlight, eyeshadow, etc. But yay! And I've got a few more to come as well, so I've been really hard on going through what I have rather than sort of buying more. Talking about buying a lot, I went crazy when I first heard you could get Bath and Body products in Australia. So it was an online distributor. And this is Twilight Woods. I bought a whole lot of candles, and I ended up giving a lot away when we moved. But the body moisturizers and the little tubs, I made sure I just used all of them up. So I use them as foot cream on my legs, all over my body, moisturising my body during pregnancy and all that, mixing the creams as well, sort of creating different scents. So that's how I got through a lot of them, but a lot of them I just finished in the last sort of month or so. And also a lot of facial creams, moisturisers and primers. So this is the Embryolisse Emulsion Hydra-Mat. I use this as a primer and just an everyday moisturiser as well. And I've gotten through a lot of them. I had a couple backups that I got at IMATS ages ago. And then I ran with a big purge. This is one that I actually used happily up. And this is the Coral Colours in Spring Bud. Beautiful blue tone pink that I like, the purpley pinks, love it. Is there enough left to show you? It's a very sheer finish, but it also has a bit of a sheen to it. Loved it. It's not showing up, it's alright. Don't mind. Over the top of that, I would use this one or on its own, another beautiful purpley pink. And this is a gloss, it's the Revlon Super Lustrous in Sugar Violet. So let's see, I've got enough to, not really, again very sheer, but it had a bit of a shimmer to it. But I loved it, I love the feel, it wasn't too sticky or tacky. And this one, another big favourite of mine is this as a lip balm. This is the Mugu, what do you call it, strawberry tinted lip balm. Normally get them at the chemist. I did a big long-winded video talking about the Mugu products I've tried, and not sponsored of course. I'll probably be able to dip a little bit more into that, but it's pretty much all gone. All that sort of natural sort of stuff, but I just love it. I love the way it feels. It gives like a plummy brown tint to the lips rather than strawberry. Like it's not strawberry red, it's more of a brownie sort of reddish tone to the lips, and it sort of tastes like Jersey caramels, or smells like Jersey caramels. Had so many ridiculously crazy amount of hair samples from beauty boxes and the like, and this is just one, the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1 styling treatment. Love this one, and as you can see I did the old cut off the end to dip it out. Stuff I use, like this is just another one, Mythic Oil, the L'Oreal one. Had a ton of these and little sample bottles as well. I love it because it's a very nectary sort of scent to it. Smells nice, feels good, and I didn't just use it on my hair, I used it actually on my feet of all places. I know, what? Yeah, I did. The cuticles on my feet. I don't know, that was just me. I was trying to basically get as much use out of everything that I had, rather than buying more. Also went through a ton of my backups for stuff. This is the Sanctuary Spa. I got quite a few when there was 40% off at Priceline ages ago. It's this Featherlight Moisture Spray, and it's like a spritz with oil, like, you know, sort of oily feeling. Eyeliners, also I tried to go through a lot of my liquid eyeliners. This one just happens to be this the Stilla Stay All Day liquid liner in black, and this is my second or third one. The first time I tried it, I think I got it in a Sephora box. I didn't think much of it, but I liked it the second and third time around much better than the first. And this one's another favorite, the Jessies Girl one. Was very well used. I can't remember if I got this in a box or my friend Shez gave me this. I know she's given me some Jessie B stuff as well because she likes Jessie B. Jessies Girl. Oh my goodness, Jessies Girl. Sorry. Setting things. So this is the DeMert Now Enamel Dry Up Fine Mist Oil. I had a lot of these sort of backups that I gotten at a beauty supply store, so I finally used that. I really do like this one. This is the fine sort of wet spray. There's also the can, like the dry can spray. I think it comes with mink oil. That's also really good and quite cheap if you buy it at a beauty store. So it goes a long way. Really great products to help dry your nail polish. And then there's this one, good old Essence Cosmetics. This is called Nail Art Express Dry Drops, but I just used it, you know, on my nail polish, not when I was doing nail art or anything. It's the Mavala nail polish remover pads, acetone free. Love these. These are really good because I've tried Swissbiz and a lot of the other brands of nail pads. I think I've got one that got a bit dry here in there. Fairly small, but if I've just got standard nail polish on, I can do both hands. Gets a little bit messy because it is that oily sort of feel, but it's great for the cuticles, and I've got dry cuticles and all that sort of happening hangnails, so really good for my skin around my nails. The only thing is with red nail polish, so it gets everywhere. It goes, smooches it everywhere, but because it is oily, it washes off really nicely, so nice and it leaves your skin feeling nice and soft. And okay, last makeup product, this one. It is one of my favorite brow pencils. It's the Kevin Aucoin, the Precision Brow Pencil. I just kept the box to show you because I think that's just a cute gold little box. I don't know. It is pricier. There it is, really little, but you get the little spoolie. Very fine. I can't show you because there's none left. But I've given up on the dream that my eyebrows will grow back or be fuller. I overplucked them, as I mentioned many times in the 90s when that was the trend. And yeah, they're not coming back. They're not coming back. They're not getting thicker or fuller. I did try the Talika, I don't know what it was. It was that doe foot applicator clear gel. I thought it was working at the front of them, but not really. So I don't have that fullness here to sort of bring them forward where they sort of should sit, and all that to do with my, you know, nose shape and face shape. But it's okay. I use the brow pencils to fill in because they're quite thin, and to help shape them, and that's it. I'm just learned to be happy with it. It doesn't. Now, skin. So we've got two extremes. We've got the Dermaveen Sensitive Release Eczema Ointment. Now this is just a thick cream oatmeal. I mean, I get a bit of eczema, and so does my son gets really bad sort of eczema. There's a little bit in there, so you can sort of see. And my husband likes to use it as well, but it's great for my son for his eczema and wet bandaging as well. So that's what we'll be doing a lot of. So we've gone through quite a few of these, but really nice sort of products. So it's one of those ones that are, you know, free of lanolin, free of parabens and artificial dyes and all that other stuff. And as I showed this one, this is the Mackenzie's Australian or natural Australian sea salt. So we found it good. We find sea salt good too, just to sort of soak in the bath. You know, because we don't go to the beach a lot, but it's just sort of nice for the skin, but for any wounds. So like my son with his eczema, if he's got any bad sort of areas, that's nice as well. A cup in the bath, or half a cup to a cup in the bath, that it dissolves. So that's great with your sort of, you know, soap-free body washes or bath oils and that. So this is really nice for that. And any cuts and grazes that you might have. Okay, did it.
Hello, Mummy.
Hello, buddy.
Could I have, Mummy? I have a lolly.
You got a treat. You've been out this. Hubby took 2 sons out for a walk. Oh, hello.
Hello.
This one is not camera shy. Loves the camera, as you know, on the Family Channel. Been great for his confidence, actually, and practicing his talking.
Why came and have a 10 minutes on? Park in the playground.
Oh, you went to the park with the playground.
Yeah. I went in the park first and the playground.
Fun stuff. And how's your brother? Was he sleeping in the pram?
It's my daddy. Daddy turned sleep on. He cried and go back to sleep.
He cried and went back to sleep. Oh, beautiful dad. And Blake told you. He's getting a bit of attitude this one, which is good. You get your confidence. Oh, the tomato.
His cart, like.
I see mommy in the mirror.
How cool do you look with your glasses? How come I can't look that cool with glasses on?
My glasses are blue.
Yours are blue. Mine go grey in the sun, but they were supposed to go brown. That's what I'd ordered, but they go grey.
And I see blue.